John Calipari recently made a remark that could alter how Los Angeles Lakers fans feel about their newest draft selection. According to him, Theo might be more than a solid choice. He could be the biggest steal of the entire 2025 NBA draft. Let's take a closer look. During the draft, the Lakers made a bold move. They traded up nearly 20 spots, yes, almost 2 full rounds, to grab the 36th overall pick in the second round. With that selection, they chose a lesser-known forward out of Arkansas, Theo. This wasn't a random decision. The Lakers' scouting team had actually graded Theo as a first-round talent. While many teams overlooked him, LA saw value and made their move. Even though doing so pushed them into the league's second apron financially, a spot most teams try to avoid, the Lakers believed it was worth the risk. So, what made them take such a gamble on a second-round prospect? The answer may lie in Calipari's words. Calipari, who coached Theo at Arkansas after leaving Kentucky, offered high praise for the young forward before the draft even took place. On the Pat McAfee show, Calipari stated plainly, "I wouldn't pass on Theo in this draft. He can handle physical play, and athletically, he's in the top 1%. That's high praise from a seasoned coach who's trained numerous NBA talents. And importantly, he said all of this before the Lakers even made their move. Theo possesses height, reach, and defensive fire, exactly the areas where LA fell short last season. One major flaw in their playoff loss to the Timberwolves was their inconsistent defense, especially in protecting the rim and guarding the perimeter. Put into perspective, the Lakers didn't just want another forward. They needed one badly. With LeBron James still leading the team but getting older, and without a dominant rim protector like Anthony Davis at full strength, they required younger, more athletic defenders. Theo fits that mold. In college, Theo wasn't a flashy player, but he got the job done. He defended multiple positions, fought through screens, grabbed rebounds consistently, and contributed without needing the ball in his hands. He simply played smart, winning basketball. That's what makes this pick stand out. The Lakers aren't looking at Theo as a future project. They want him to contribute soon, ideally within the next 2 seasons. That's a tall order for a second-rounder. But when your college coach calls you one of the nation's most athletic players and insists you shouldn't be overlooked, expectations rise fast. Rob Pelinka, the Lakers' general manager, clearly trusts Calipari's judgment. He believed in Theo's upside and took a calculated risk. It was no small move. Trading up that many spots and stepping into a costly financial zone isn't something teams do unless they're fully sold on a player. But that choice came with consequences. By trading up for Theo, the Lakers gave up the flexibility to sign a much-needed free agent center. Many viewed this kind of addition as crucial to fixing the team's defensive flaws. Now, the front office may have to shift gears and explore trades instead to land a rim protector. In essence, drafting Theo may have forced LA into a completely different off-season strategy. And it's not just about the short term. With their salary cap already strained, every roster move must count. There's no margin for error, and every player must contribute meaningfully. There's simply no room for dead weight. That's why Theo can't just be a development piece. He has to be ready to play from day one. Fortunately, all signs suggest he is. Calipari's endorsement wasn't based on potential alone. It came from seeing Theo's work ethic, character, and on-court productivity. He described him as a driven young man who listens, works hard, and constantly tries to improve. On a win-now team like the Lakers, those traits are priceless. Fans should pay close attention to Theo. He wasn't one of the most talked-about rookies on draft night. His name didn't dominate headlines. But if Calipari and the Lakers front office are right, This could be one of those rare picks that shift a franchise's future. From overlooked second-rounder to potential playoff contributor, that transition is rare, but it's not unrealistic. It might already be in motion. So the question isn't whether Theo will get an opportunity in Los Angeles. The real question is, what will he do with it? LeBron's contract decision tightens Lakers' financial bind. As the 2025 NBA offseason intensifies, the Lakers find themselves tangled in a financial mess. And the one person who could have helped relieve the pressure? He just made it clear. He's not giving any ground. Let's unpack the situation. Following another frustrating playoff exit, the Lakers are under immense pressure to upgrade their roster. Fans are demanding changes. Analysts are placing blame. And the front office is racing to fix things. But the biggest hurdle isn't roster depth or talent, it's money. Their financial issues worsened after they traded up in the second round of the draft, moving up 10 spots. The move included sending cash to the Chicago Bulls and pushed LA deep into the second apron, one of the NBA's strictest financial zones. Being in the second apron doesn't just mean paying more taxes. It severely limits the front office's options. It eliminates trade flexibility, blocks major exceptions, and cuts off access to key tools other teams rely on to stay competitive. So the big question became, would LeBron James help out? Some hoped the 40-year-old superstar might accept a small pay cut, just enough to ease the cap crunch and give the team some flexibility to build around him. But that's not happening. Multiple reports confirm that LeBron is set to opt into his $53 million player option for the upcoming season. No discounts, no restructured deals, no sacrifices, full payment. And truthfully, it's hard to fault him. Even after 20 years in the league, LeBron is still performing at an elite level. He's one of the top scorers, a brilliant playmaker, and a leader on and off the floor. He continues to outperform players half his age. He's not just a legend, he's still dominant. So, from his point of view, why take less than he's worth? But that decision complicates things. By taking the full $53 million, LeBron has effectively left the Lakers with no financial breathing room. They lose access to the mid-level and biannual exceptions. Trade options become extremely limited. Every move becomes a financial puzzle with very few solutions. Now, fans are wondering, who's to blame? Is it GM Rob Pelinka for trading up in the draft and locking the team into this financial box? Was it wise to go all in on a second-round pick without a clear plan for managing the costs? Or should LeBron, one of the wealthiest athletes in history, have made a small financial gesture to help the team? He's made hundreds of millions over his career, not just through NBA salaries, but also endorsements and investments. A $5 to $10 million discount wouldn't have damaged his legacy or bank account. It might have allowed the team to add one or two key players. And that's where the tension grows. LeBron has said for years he wants to compete for championships and win now. But by choosing to take every dollar, he's limiting the team's ability to surround him with talent capable of winning. Bottom line, LeBron gets his $53 million. The Lakers are stuck in the second apron, and building a championship-level roster just got significantly harder. That doesn't mean it's over. There's still time. Trades are possible. There are creative ways to build even within tight restrictions. But make no mistake, this path is now much tougher, and LeBron won't have the right to criticize the front office if the roster falls short. He had a chance to help and chose not to. This decision could define LA's entire season. And the pressure? It's no longer just on Pelinka, it's squarely on LeBron. At this stage of his career, every decision matters. Every season without a title chips away at his legacy. Time is running out. Can the Lakers find a way to build a winning team despite their financial bind? Or will this offseason be remembered as a missed opportunity, caused by a superstar unwilling to give even a little? Only time will tell. Daniel Gafford, the big man. The Lakers might gamble on. In a crucial offseason for the Lakers, one thing stands out. They need help in the front court. The team is desperate for size, defensive presence, and consistent play in the paint. And one name is quietly rising to the top of their wish list: Daniel Gafford. Gafford, formerly with the Mavericks, isn't a household name. He doesn't dominate scoreboards, but he offers exactly what LA lacks: physicality, efficiency, and a proven on-court connection with Luka Dončić. Here's why the Lakers are interested. Gafford has 6 NBA seasons under his belt. While he's never been a franchise centerpiece, he's built a reputation as one of the league's most reliable big men. He keeps things simple. He finishes inside, rebounds well, and protects the rim. But Gafford's real value showed when he joined the Mavericks during the 2023-24 season. Many doubted how he'd fit next to Doncic, who controls the pace and dominates the ball. The results spoke for themselves. Luka praised Gafford in interviews, calling him a pick-and-roll threat and a strong rim protector. And the stats backed it up. In the playoffs, Gafford averaged nearly 2 blocks per game. Out of his 117 field goals, 58 were assisted by Luka, an impressive 49% synergy rate. Their chemistry was real and highly effective. Now that Luka is in Los Angeles, it's no surprise the Lakers are targeting a big man who already knows how to complement him. But bringing Gafford in won't be easy. Right after the finals, the Mavericks signed Gafford to a 3-year, $54 million extension. While that deal might seem like a roadblock, it actually keeps him very tradable. The structure makes him affordable and gives Dallas flexibility. That said, LA would have to offer real value. Reports suggest the Lakers would need to start with young talents like Dalton Knecht, Theo, or Jalen Hood-Schifino. Add a couple of draft picks and some salary filler, and it becomes a serious offer. Would Dallas even consider it? That's unclear. After the controversial trade that sent Doncic to LA, already a sore subject for Mavericks fans, it's tough to imagine the two teams striking another deal. Emotions are still raw, but this is the NBA. Emotions take a back seat to business. If LA presents a strong enough offer, Dallas will at least consider it. So, is it worth it? Gafford is 26 and entering his prime. He's athletic, consistent, and on one of the best value contracts for a center. Most importantly, he works well with Luka. That's not a guess, it's proven. If the Lakers want to maximize Luka's impact next season, surrounding him with familiar teammates is a smart strategy. Gafford fits perfectly. Still, it's not without risk. Gafford isn't a star like Bam Adebayo or Rudy Gobert. He's not someone you build a team around. Giving up multiple prospects and picks for a role player could turn off some fans. Cheaper options exist: Goga Bitadze, Nick Richards, even Yves Missi. They don't offer the same chemistry, but come at a lower cost. Nevertheless, with Rob Pelinka in charge, expect every option to be explored. And a call to Dallas GM Nico Harrison is almost a certainty. Quick FAQ recap. Did Gafford play with Luka? Yes, they were playoff starters together in 2023-24. Is he trade eligible after signing the new deal? Yes, and the contract allows it. Do the Lakers have cap space? No, but they can match salaries and offer picks. Do they really need a center? Absolutely. Rim protection is a major weakness. Are there other options? Yes, but none with proven chemistry with Luka. So the big question is simple. Is Daniel Gafford the missing piece next to Luka Dončić? Or will the Lakers find a cheaper way to fix their biggest hole? If LA wants Gafford, they'll need to come prepared, with both assets and commitment.